You have only lost 5 fights in your career which were taken short notice against arguably some of the top European fighters such as Jason Ball, Wendell Lewis and Saul Rogers, who we saw headlining at Cage Warriors 65. What have you learnt from these experiences?
Don't take short notice fights. Study my opponents properly, know what their strengths and weaknesses are. Education, like knowledge is power, so make sure I know as much as possible about who I'm fighting before I get in there and fight him. I thought Jason Ball was just a boxer, and then I found out he was Gracie Barra Jiu-Jitsu brown belt, so maybe it wasn't the best idea to take him down to the floor.
Do you think the experience against these fighters gives you the tools needed to beat Brendan?
The tools I need to beat Brendan every day in training has got nothing to do with my fights. I'm a completely different fighter to my last fight against Paul Rocha, and even a couple of weeks before that against Shao Hussein, I was a completely different fighter. I evolve all the time, change all the time. So I get all my confidence from my training partners and how hard I train. But yeah, you learn something from every fight.
So you're fighting Brendan for the FCC title on the 22nd of March. Do you see this as your pathway back into Cage Warriors?
No, really, it's just another fight. Cage Warriors is a good organisation, but not the only organisation. I just want to fight the best people wherever it is. It doesn't have to be Cage Warriors, it doesn't have to be FCC, it doesn't have to be UCMA, any show, it doesn't matter. As long as I'm testing myself against the best people, that's all I care about. And getting paid, that helps.
How much do you know of your opponent, and how do you see this fight going?
He's a wrestler, supposedly, and ground and pound. He doesn't look that technical on the floor. He just wants to punch people in the face. I think he's me maybe 2 years ago, where I was 2 years ago. I've evolved as a athlete. I can see me finishing it anywhere, on the feet, in the wrestling, on the ground, submission, ground and pound, KO. It's not going to, whatever happens, it's not going to go to decision.
What would you consider your strong points which you would wish to capitalise on in your fight?
My strong points are boxing, kickboxing, wrestling, jiu-jitsu, everything. And I'll capitalise on all my skills to beat Brendan on the night.
Coming up to a fight, there must be a lot of preparation. How have you adjusted your training to prepare for this fight?
Nothing. The only thing that changes is we I maybe run a couple of times a week to lose a bit of fat, and we do fight rounds. Everything else is exactly the same. We don't have fight camps. We don't train for 8 weeks. Like at BKK, we train all year round. 5, 6 days, 7 days a week, 2, 3 times a day. So the only thing that changed is I've run a little bit and I've done fight rounds.
Do you find the weight cut difficult, or do you have a special diet or method to make the weight cut easy?
Oh, we have loads of special methods. If someone gives you free food, it doesn't count. That's always a nice one, so I can just eat what I want as long as someone gives it to me. If I have a McDonald's and a Burger King at the same time, that cancels it out, so I can have... Oh, you've got to have both though. So all these like patented techniques in my weight cut I find really helps me make the cut to 70.
Lots of the BKK fighters team also have up and coming fights. How well does your fight camp fit in with theirs?
As we said before, we don't necessarily have a fight camp. It's great to have Jake Mason making us fight all the time because we're always fit, always ready. There's always 3 or 4 pros around you training to get ready at the same time. So we're training at such a top level all the time. There's never no one to be like training with. It's a really good place to be.
You train with many great fighters at BKK. Do you find that as a team you have a similar work ethic, and what is it like training with these fighters?
BKK is different to everywhere else because we actually enjoy training. Ali said he hated every minute of training, but he was happy to sacrifice that to be a champion. I think why we're all so successful in the gym is because we all really enjoy training. We work really hard, but we enjoy doing it at the same time. So it generates a really good atmosphere. If you're not enjoying it, you're not going to learn as much as if you were having fun, and that really gives us the energy to come training twice a day, 6-7 days a week.
Finally, do you have anyone you would like to thank for helping you prepare for your fight?
Obviously our pro team, headed by Jack Mason, and we've got Sean and Arnie, who train with all the time, 2-3 times a week. And then we've got Gonzo, he's always about. You for doing the interviews and being a little pest all the time. And then obviously my sponsors, E-Protein, British Fighter, Funky Gums, Opticum Wear and Blank MMA, because without them it would be a lot harder paying for everything and getting everything together.
Thank you for your time and good luck on FCC.
Don't need luck.